Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to the Optimistic Survival Series. Today, like most of these episodes recently, we have two things on our agenda. The first is going to be hatching the sniffer eggs, which we acquired in the last episode. If you remember, we built our fishing dock over there, went to the ocean, found some ruins, and got ourselves some of these sniffer eggs. And look at all these sherds. We need to make some decorated pots. Also, you may have noticed, well, first of all, a lot more resources in here, copper, even some netherite scraps in there. I did a lot of work off camera trying to get ready for creating the paths that I want to make to the village, to the dock, and to the XP farm. So I've been gathering multiple stacks of all of those materials. It's been tedious. I've been down in the caves working on the branch mine for that, but I'm slowly getting there. And then eventually I will just start to carve out the patterns, fill them in with blocks, and we will have a pretty good layout for how we want this valley to look. The other thing I have been working on is the Nether Hub, which we got started on a couple episodes ago, but I've been doing a lot more work in it. It takes a while, it's very resource heavy, especially with the deep slate, but it is coming along nicely. Over in this direction, I finished the slope that goes down, so we are on the correct Y level right down there. That will just go across in that direction for about 300 blocks. And then this one over here going in that direction for about 300 blocks. Again, these are going to be kind of the main tunnels, and then we'll have smaller branches that are only 3 blocks wide instead of these full 5 blocks. Because again, these take a while to build. Very resource heavy, but they look amazing, in my opinion. I just really like how this pattern turned out. Alright, let's go hatch these sniffer eggs. Now, I've done a little research on this, and I am by no means an expert on these sniffers now, but I do know two things. Number one, they hatch faster if we put the eggs on moss. So we will grab a couple moss blocks to plant them on. The other thing is they need at least 22 blocks, I think, in an enclosure, because they'll remember the previous 20, maybe it's 21 blocks, they remember the previous 20. But they remember a certain number of blocks that they sniffed and already found something. So we are going to set up an enclosure a little larger than that to give us some space. So for that, we will need fence. We have plenty of oak fence, so I will grab some of that. And we will head out here and find a good spot for these sniffers. We've been doing a lot of building over in this area. So I think, well, we could go right over here, or how about we give the villagers some company right up here and build the sniffer enclosure on this hill. So there is our enclosure. I'd say that's maybe 9 by 10-ish, and those sniffers will take a little while to hatch. Once they do, they'll be babies for a very long time. I think it's about 40 minutes, and then we will have full-size sniffers, get some seed pods, and have some of those plants. The other thing I would like to do today is a little bit more dangerous than planting some, I keep saying plant, placing some sniffer eggs. We are heading into the Nether, and we are going to check out that bastion that we saw when we came through that swamp Nether portal a couple episodes ago. So we are going to need to get ready for that. We have diamond armor. We don't have any netherite yet. Even if we did, we don't have that upgrade module. So we need to head into the bastion, hope that we can get that, and carry on with our tool and armor upgrades. So let me get ready to go, and I will meet you in the Nether. So I was thinking about this just a little bit. I think it might be a wise idea to bring an ender chest with us so that if our inventory fills up, we can throw all of our treasure into it. But for that, we will need a silk touch diamond pickaxe. All I have right now is fortune, So that will require us to make another diamond pickaxe, which isn't an issue for us. We can afford it. But we will need to get Silk Touch on this pickaxe. So hopefully with our luck, we will get that first try. Well, I figured it would probably be easier to just go to the village and get a librarian with a Silk Touch book. As I was heading up there, it looks like our sniffers have hatched. So I think they're called snifflets when they are just the baby sniffer. And I don't think they do anything as a baby, but once they grow up, we should start getting some of those seed pods. Alright, I got a Silk Touch book from the village. It didn't take me too terribly long. So we need obsidian for the ender chest. We also need an eye of ender for that. Mob drops, 1 ender pearl, and some blaze powder as well. Alright, we'll make our ender chest. Perfect. And then I will head down, see if we can get a good enchantment on this pickaxe, and we won't need mending on it right away. Not a huge deal, but I will definitely get that Silk Touch on there. I think we'll settle for Unbreaking 2. That will be just fine for us. Throw that in here with our Silk Touch book, and we are good to go. I just have to remember which direction it is. I don't know off the top of my head. And I know whichever way I go, it's going to be the other one. Although, I think it was closer to the Basalt Delta, so if we can see that in the distance, I want to say it was over this way. I need to put up signs so I can easily identify everything, but I think it's down in that direction. Yes, here we go. So there's our portal. We will spam torches around here so we know exactly where to find our way out, and we will just slowly and carefully work our way down towards that bastion and see what it has to offer. Alright, so we are just going to carefully work our way into this bastion. I can see some brutes already littered around, so we want to be very mindful of them, make sure that we don't make them angry. We have our gold helmet on, so I'm not too concerned about that, and we have a ghast right in here, so we're gonna get rid of that ghast real quick, hoping that these stray arrows don't hit any piglins. I think we are okay, and we already have a brute coming at us. I don't think he can get up, though, so we will just... Uh-oh. Alright, now we run. And I'm just going to quickly build up a little bit. I forgot that if we hurt the brutes, that will alert the other piglins as well. So we need to be kind of careful. Luckily, the zombie piglins are okay. Did we just knock him off? I know we have knockback on the sword, so I guess he got batted away. Interesting. I would like to get up to the top, though, because right now I feel a little exposed. So, let's see if we can work from the top down. Once again, I see a brute right over here. He's just going to jump right down. I'm not going to drink the fire resistance yet. I don't think we need it quite yet. We're kind of doing okay for ourselves. I see a chest in here now. No brutes around, so I think we can safely open this. I should probably also equip my shield. That might be a good idea. And we are just going to place this hopper down underneath this chest and see what kind of loot we get. We have a lodestone. That is incredible. That is some amazing loot right there. Can we break the hopper safely? I'm assuming we can. That is amazing. If I'm not mistaken, we need netherite normally to craft the lodestone, a full netherite ingot. So that's definitely a score for us. No brutes down this way, so I think we are safe to head on through and continue exploring. It looks like that's going to go down a ways. That's where we killed the ghast. And up above us, it doesn't look like we have anything. I'm worried this isn't going to be a treasure bastion. The ones with the large treasure rooms in the middle, and all of that good loot down there. So we may need to keep going because I do want to get that upgrade. What's the word for it? I call it an upgrade module, but I know it has an official word. Anyway, I don't think we are going to find that in this one, but I'm going to look around nonetheless. I'll let you know if I find anything of interest. Well, right over here we have some of that chiseled blackstone, so I'm assuming there's some gold behind here, hopefully. Yep, it looks like we have a little bit of gold there. And did that alert some of them? It looks like it did based on the caption, so we're going to need to stay vigilant here as we continue to explore. And it looks like we got a guest here from that guest, so that is good. Here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, hang on. I gotta reset. They kind of set a booby trap on us, and I was not expecting that at all. We are very fortunate that there was not a pool of lava down there, or even worse, because we do have fire resistance, but even worse, a group of piglin brutes. That would have been a disaster for us, but we are okay. This is what caught my eye, all of this gold up here. So I'm going to mine this away, and is there more in here? Doesn't look like it, but I'm going to go grab all of this, and then I think we will just continue looking for a second bastion. Well, we ended up getting 16 blocks of gold from that, so even though it didn't have the treasure room, I think we can still call this bastion a success. We have a brute over here, but I don't want to alert that piglin right there, so we are going to safely navigate around him, and we're going to continue looking for a bastion. Well, I came back home to grab the warped fungus on a stick and a saddle, but I figure since we are here, we might as well set the lodestone compass, because I do want to do some, and we don't have any iron. Hang on. I do want to do some exploring a little ways away, and I figure since we have the lodestone now, it would actually be kind of perfect if we set that to our current nether portal and didn't have to worry about getting lost at all. So let's see if we can make it through without being attacked. Doesn't look like it. There we go. Alright. And there were a ton of hoglins all around me, and the spider decided to join us in the nether. So there were a ton of hoglins around me. I killed them, got a lot of cooked pork from the flame on my bow, and I put a lot of our treasure just in this chest because I didn't originally intend on going back, but it's kind of working pretty well for just dumping items out. We'll go ahead and place the lodestone down. I'm thinking actually, well, I was going to say right there would be a perfect spot for it, but we have a light on the floor, so we'll just put it right here for now, and we will set our compass to that, and we will now be able to easily find our way back wherever we end up going. Alright, so I've decided to explore in this direction towards the warped forest, so we will see how that goes for us. Hopefully, again, we can find a treasure room bastion. I've been wandering around on lava for probably about a half hour or so, and I have finally come across what is hopefully a treasure bastion, but that is a very, very impressive and picturesque structure right there. So I'm going to go ahead and park our strider over here, and we will wander around this thing, see we can get a great view of it. I just need to find a place to get up on land real quick. And it looks like we have a second one right over here. So if this one is a dud, we have two bastions right next to each other. I tell you what though, it looked a lot more impressive from the front, but as I come around this hill and see the full structure, I am very excited for this one, and I have a feeling we are going to be here for a little while. As for the structure itself, because this is such a perfectly generated bastion, I'm going to try to preserve it as much as possible, so only placing non-natural blocks occurring in it, and I'm gonna try to not wreck anything because I think it would be really cool to come back here later on and actually repair it and turn it into a really neat structure. So I'm not going to do a lot of digging through the walls, so we're just going to kind of take it one small step at a time here. And it looks like we have a brute hot on our tail. We just barely escaped him here. I think we will just use our knockback on our sword to send him all the way down there, and here come the rest of them. Although this is not a bad spot. We can just kind of knock them down there and not have to worry about them. Are there any more? Doesn't look like there's any more over here, but I do want to... We'll just barricade. Oh, here we go. And we have a second one. Oh, he's coming up fast. Okay, they are quick. Knock him off the edge. As far as I know, though, they don't respawn. So once we take care of them here, we won't have to worry about them coming back for us. I think I'll just break this block underneath here. Knock him off with our sword. If I can get to them, maybe if I go down one more block here. Is he coming up the other way? Here he comes. Alright, there we go. Piece of cake. We are going to close that off and see what we have in these chests. They're already angry at us, so I don't think it matters if we open it up. Lots of gilded blackstone in here, soul speed on the book. In this chest we have a lot of gold and arrows, thank goodness. I've been needing a few more arrows as of recent. Alright, and let's continue our trek down here. I'm going to block off that side so we can make it one-way traffic here. And I'm going to try and snipe some of these guys from up here so that once we get down there, we won't have to worry about them. Okay, well, with a few misses and a couple hits, they are all taken out. I will collect those arrows once we get back down here. I might as well do that now before they despawn. And we'll go ahead and mend the shovel too. It's a little low on durability, so get some experience going for that. And yes, it looks like we have a spectacular treasure room in here. I don't hear or see any brutes around. We will get down there in just a moment. But for now, we are going to finish over in this tower right up here. And there they are. That's where I was hearing them. So we'll head back up there as well and take the rest of those brutes out. There's one down here as well. Let's see if we can hit him into the lava. There we go. I guess he must have fallen from up top because his health was very low. Alright, so I'm back on the very top, and we are going to head over in this direction where we saw the rest of those brutes and piglins, and carefully work our way down. I don't think they can get up though, so that's great for us. Alright, they are all taken out. Any chests up here? I'm not seeing any. Maybe right down in here. It looks like we do have a chest in there. And it looks like we have some smithing templates. A silk touch diamond pickaxe. How convenient is that after I spent all that time earlier trying to get that silk touch pickaxe? Now I have it. I probably don't need the gold armor, but we will take the rest of those items out of there. That's excellent. I'm going to keep exploring down here, and then we'll head down to the treasure room. Alright, the inventory is all cleaned out, so I think I'm going to go ahead and drink our second fire resistance potion. I don't think that would be a bad idea, but since we have done that, I'm just going to quickly work my way down and get to that core of this treasure room. And again, I'd like to keep this bastion as preserved as possible, so I'm going to try to avoid placing or wrecking too many blocks. I see a brute right over here. Let's see if we can snipe him. There we go. Alright, so that's one taken care of. It looks like it's mostly piglins around, but I know once we get down here, we will probably get bombarded by brutes. Are they mad at us? I think they are. Luckily for us, we can run into the lava if we find ourselves in a bad situation. Of course, we will have to be mindful of magma cubes spawning, but otherwise, oh man. Yep, exactly what I was talking about. Luckily for us... Oh wow, I should have seen that one coming. I'm surprised I didn't. Yeah, luckily for us, we can get into the lava to get away. These magma cubes are a little bit annoying for us, but we can just take care of the piglin brutes from inside the lava. These magma cubes kind of have me cornered, though. I mean, I have knockback, so that's helping, but I don't really have a way to go. Here we go. Alright. Get away from them just for a little bit. Heal up, and then kill the rest of these brutes. There we go. Alright. Well, we have, it looks like just one chest, so hopefully when we open this up, we will get that upgrade template. We have it, the smithing template. That is, well, the netherite upgrade smithing template. That is the name of it. Alright, we are going to grab all of that very quickly, and we are going to throw it into the ender chest without hesitation. And same with those diamonds and that netherite scrap. We don't want to risk any of those materials. Alright, well, I'd call that a success. I'm going to grab the rest of this gold. We will definitely come back to this bastion in the future. For now, I think I'm ready to end this episode. And of course, I just want to get a quick glance at that bastion over there. It looks like almost a duplicate. I don't think that's one out there. Where's the spyglass? It's in the ender chest. Yeah, no, that's not one. That's going to be another treasure room bastion, but like I said, I'm done with bastions for today, so I'm going to once again begin that long and tedious trek home, mostly striding across lava, and then we will reorganize, go over our treasure for the day, and call it for the episode. Alright, I have made it home safely. I did come across a ruined portal in the nether, and it was just about complete, so I decided to finish it and go through. I found a jungle, and actually a jungle temple, got some wild armor trim, so that will be very nice for us. But here is the loot for today, 39 blocks of gold. We will have to do some bartering with some piglins with that. We also got a diamond pickaxe with silk touch. Again, that would have been very useful at the start of the episode today. We also got some diamonds, the big one, the netherite upgrade, and a netherite scrap. So with just one more piece of ancient debris or netherite scrap, we will be able to make our first netherite ingot and upgrade probably a pickaxe or maybe a chest plate. Not sure yet. We will decide once we get there. But that's where I'm going to end the episode for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I know I did. It was tedious, dangerous, and quick-paced, but I had a lot of fun in the process. I just realized, let's go check on our sniffers real quick and see if they've grown up yet. Well, it looks like they are still snifflets, so hopefully by the next episode, again, I'm going to do some work off camera as per usual, probably starting the paths out to all the different places. But as I do that, they should grow up. By the next episode, we should have some full-size sniffers here, and we will be good to go with that. But again, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and definitely subscribe so you don't miss out on daily content as soon as I upload. Check the description for some more important information, links, how to contact me, all of that good stuff. But other than that, comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye.